This draft, I think, is going to have to show us something interesting. Really give us a bit of an idea as to how this is going to get turned around, because it was looking real dicey in the first one. The Nocturne, surprisingly, fell all the way through the draft. We'll see whether that does happen again.
I more than draft, I just want to see this team coordinate. And you would think with Lehends at the helm, you know, that's the assumption. He's the biggest voice here, but with his performances right now, it's kind of like when Barrel had his fall off, where maybe the voice wasn't being trusted. The leadership seems to be in question in terms of what we're seeing in the Rift.
I would have
drafting something like, I know you would have. I would have too, to be fair. Maybe something like an Annie Wukong, you know, Rise Group special.
Ooh.
You know, maybe something a little simpler where you just kind of... Yeah.
You're gonna
keep it simple, Rise Group.
All right, let's see whether they do follow those instructions. The Orianna Cassio are both going to be banned away here by BNK FEARX. The Vi is already banned, though. Often we see this as one of our second pick bans. They will have a bit of added flexibility. Double bans onto Raptor. I think he's probably pretty happy to get his hands onto a doggo, though. The Neferi has been something that Raptor has found a lot more success on this end of the season.
Nautilus ban.
Okay, Kellin not going to see that one. It is one of Lehends' favorites, so it's kind of interesting that we see it banned so early on.
Could ban Lulu, I suppose.
Yeah, I think
Nocturne is available still, but...
Is that what the idea is, though? Because you see a Nautilus ban and you're expecting Yunara Lulu to be slammed immediately.
Yeah, that's my feeling, but since they have first pick, you know, they'd only pick the Lulu first. And now there's no Nocturne Lulu. You don't have to first pick the Lulu, of course. Could go for something else. The Lucian. That's just one Lulu, but it's okay.
All right.
Feels like we're headed to another Lucian, Milio, Yunara, Lulu game. It was the Kog'Maw we saw in the previous series, though.
Yep.
But Taeyoon doesn't like that. He wants to play Yunara.
Yeah, I think Yunara Lulu is just fine. Lucian Milio should theoretically win the 2v2. But with jungle support, that's when things get a little bit murky. And I think that Raptor has definitely been a little bit more proactive in the earlier stages. Lehends is obviously going to get the Milio, but what are they going to pair alongside this? Maybe getting their hands onto a priority jungler would be the idea. Pantheon has been banned, though.
Yeah,
so is the Vi and Nocturne.
I just feel like there's a lot of picks you can play in mid lane with this that are really good. Like Talia, for example, but in this draft, you can't really lock something like that in right now. And if you go for a jungle pick here, Neferi could be the way you want to play it because you have that quick burst to get the Lucian that takedown right at the beginning of the fight, but it's a little bit ambiguous the way this draft is going to play out because you don't have you don't have bottom prio necessarily. I like this actually a lot more.
Yeah, I like this too.
Because now you at least have another strong win con to play through, even if your Lucian Milio doesn't get jungle attention and isn't running away with the bottom lane.
Well, do they choose to counterpick top lane, or are they going to lock in a priority jungler here on the side of BNK FEARX? That is my question. This would be the time that you can get yourself a Jax or a Kled or a Vayne, and the Vayne will be the lock-in.
That was such a cool camera shot, by the way, we had of the top jungle there, which is the matchup in question there.
Yep.
And then it zoomed in and then faded into Raptor's view there into Clear's view as the Vayne was locked in. Very sick to see. So the blind Olaf might get punished. We'll see what mid picks get removed here now. Akali for Twisted Fate trade.
I don't know whether I like Akali into Olaf. It's not my favorite, and it will make this draft pretty wonky for BNK FEARX, depending on what they lock in for VicLa and for Raptor. This is a chance for Nongshim to put themselves together a team fighting composition that can really slam them down hard in the mid game.
There is no Anivia, as a wall, but there is still the Talia as a possible option here, which doesn't have strong jungle pairings though, with no Vi, no Pantheon. I'm curious where VicLa will head with this one. This final ban will likely be towards him, but it could also be a jungle ban.
Yep. And Scout thinning out the mid pool, I think, is probably going to benefit him more than VicLa. But instead, they are going to get rid of the Neferi. Not something that they really want because they do want setup CC coming from the jungle. But I imagine they'd be fearing it alongside the Lulu.
Yeah. Do they just take Xin and say, well, we have a front line now. It's a strong blind jungle pick. No,
Annie. And counter pick for Raptor as well is kind of interesting. We'll see where he does decide to go. Obviously, still threatening a Trundle or something like that if Kingen did want to pick up a tank, but he's already playing Olaf.
Man makes more sense now.
Okay. Is Scout going to pull out the newly buffed Azir?
Yes.
That is our question.
I think he is. I think he's doing it.
Man, it's been a while since we've commentated an Azir game. Scout is going to do it.
It's been one of the most prevalent picks in Pro for the entirety of Azir's existence. And it's been, I think, the longest stretch where we haven't seen him.
Yeah.
We get the graphic?
Probably. I imagine we will. I'm kind of hoping that we do.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be the Xin here. Now, if you play Wukong into this, it's pretty weak early, even though it's good with the Annie. I actually kind of like Trundle here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Olaf on the other side, too. You could help shred through those resistances. You have tons of 80 damage with the Vayne and the Yunara if you Trundle ult the Olaf while he's running at you. But it's Rise Group, so we're going to keep it simple. Rise
It's Wukong Annie, baby.
Yeah. I like Trundle here, though. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Raptor. Yes! You lock that in.
Let's see whether he actually does. Hovering it, there it is. We asked for it, and we will receive our Trundle. Good matchup into the Xin Zhao, as you mentioned already. And yes, can strip the resistances of this Olaf, who does get buffed up when he does press his R button.
I mean, the Trundle that has a wild growth cast on him is also just temporarily basically a Cyclone. You know, I mean, it works the same way.
There you go. You don't get to recast it, but at least you get to cast it once.
It doesn't persist either on the ground or is not able to move and follow, but in that one frame.
You can also set up some pretty fun condemn angles as well.
Yeah.
If your aim is correct with the pillar. So some cool stuff can come through between Clear and Raptor as well. I think we'll take some finesse to play it.
I think this draft for Nongshim is the same thing we said all game one for Nongshim and this player.
Oh, by the way, we had a question in chat. This is really important. I'm sorry to interrupt, but they were asking, do we have an update on Popcorn Guy? He is about halfway through the box.
Yeah, I'd say like just a little over halfway. It's about like
I would say that he's slowed down a little bit, but our last game was only 28 minutes long, so it wasn't exactly a big one.
He needs a 3-gamer to finish, I think. But I was just say, this draft for Nongshim is all about Scout. They gave him the Azir for a reason. He was their best performing player in game one, and he has to carry them across the line at this draft.
Yeah, and he's also playing base skin Azir as well. Oh, fantastic. Let's get into the Rift game too. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Emperor has returned, as Scout will be playing it here in potentially Nongshim's final game of... Wait, it's not their final game. They're going to play-ins regardless.
Yeah, both of these teams are, but...
Yeah, never mind. It is still...
Their final game of the regular season.
Final game of the regular season of 2026. There you go. Tried to get all... narrative on it and just like completely botched it, but that's okay.
Will they be on the first or the second team interview?
There you go. And will they have the momentum moving towards these play-ins as well, which can be very volatile, especially with KT moving on in there as well.
And for Bro, watching this, they really need this Nongshim win.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they lose first place of the Rise group and will fall to second.
Isn't it? Is it not? Yeah, it's second, right? With a loss. So BNK FEARX will be first. And so some heals being traded here. Even a barrier on both AD carries has been removed. And these health bars looking somewhat similar. Taeyoon with access to the wave, though, always a scary prospect.
Yeah, a little bit scary when Kellin can operate on this brush as well. They are going to get control. And Taeyoon's got his Q stacked.
Yep. Slurkle not going to quite find the mark. But we'll be able to continue hitting things. Got all those orbs built up. And Diable actually taking the rough end of that trade, as we can see. Kellin just trying to help out as best he can here in this lane. And Taeyoon, he's missing a bit of CS, but he is making sure that Nongshim are struggling as well. At least he gets the cannon. Yeah, this is a lot of minions to deal with as well. But let's see whether Nongshim can lock this one down. He's just wandering on in. Campfire goes down, and Taeyoon just going to get into the alcove and die. Realized that there was no real way for him to do anything about this, and now Raptor's moving on forward, but Diable wants to punish Kellin, needs a couple more autos, but Kellin does have the shield to keep himself alive.
I mean,
Nongshim on the board early.
Tries to bait him in there, but Diable does not take the bait, doesn't flash for a kill, and find himself into the waiting arms of Raptor there. He's happy to take the kill there for the Xin on a really nice punish play. Watching this again, I mean, look how quickly Sponge is able to wrap around, and by the time they realize there is just nothing that they can do. The campfire practically useless, honestly, in this play, but it looked really cool. And,
Yeah.
It's just all Sponge. He's the one who gets the kill. They almost get this onto Kellin. He has that shield. Diable does not flash for the play, which is the correct call.
I would say so. And Taeyoon also didn't blow his flash. Kellin as well didn't need to. So they retain a fair bit of control for that reason. And now they're looking to try and punish Diable. The Relentless Pursuit comes in, does get polymorph, goes for the flash, and Raptor is dead. Diable is going to pick it up, and they were unable to get the kill. Oh, grats on getting the flash, I guess.
All right, Atlus. A little bit messier here in the early game of this one for the side of BNK. We'll put some win rates up here.
Oh, look at Diable dashing on for it, but does not find the angle to go all in. Level 4 gained for the Lucian. He's still looking a little worse for wear.
His barrier is coming back up pretty soon, and also Taeyoon is pretty low on mana, so if BNK are going to win this 2v2, they're going to have to do it really efficiently, and they're going to have to do it very quickly.
Ooh, VicLa now taking some damage as well, as When Becomes Lightning will not connect from Sponge. Good sidestep from VicLa. BNK FEARX kind of licking their wounds. And it was really interesting because even though Nongshim picked up first blood before, they didn't actually get a gold lead because of it.
Yeah.
VicLa had just shoved a wave in to scout. He has managed to catch up, but not all the way. As you can see, still a 10 CS margin. And the top lane as well is going well for BNK FEARX. It's just that they make too many of these mistakes. Things are going to be real rough.
The pillar doesn't really do anything here because Lucian has the dash, so he just kind of dashes past it and makes this face.
It's like I don't need any help?
Yeah. I don't know exactly what he said, but because I was talking over at the same time, so my active
It was something like that.
Right,
Kellin going to face check and die. And they're going to look for Taeyoon as well. Diable chasing after him. Press the attack. Getting stacked up as now Raptor is potentially in trouble as well. Pillar goes down. That's going to slow up Diable, but he still picks up the kill. And now he's on a killing spree. It's 4-0 here in this early game. And Nongshim, oh man, I think we might be going to that third game. I think Popcorn Guy may need to get a refill.
He's getting closer to halfway. He's about almost exactly halfway right now. Is VicLa going
Scout going to be able to find the Emperor's Divide here. Tibbers is fighting the Pigeon though. Bear versus Bird, often quite good for the Bear, as now Lehends is in trouble. Kellin looking to chase after him.
Surely Kellin doesn't flash. He's got heal advantage. Oh no, don't do it. Diable gets a 4th kill off of Kellin trying. This would be so nasty.
Yeah, that would not be what Kellin was looking for.
He's not going to go for it, but he's still going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, one double tap, as now Scout looking for an angle. Conquering Sand's not going to connect.
He's so low on
just
mana.
Walking for him.
VicLa's about to get a stun, so he needs to be careful trying to make any more plays like that. All right, Raptor, I get it. You're angry, but this wasn't really what you picked the Trundle for, unfortunately, for pillaring a Lucian. Not necessarily your greatest strength in this game. Kingen is also kind of a problem.
Yeah, Clear does get lit on fire, and now Kingen running quite quickly, but not really too much more going to happen there. The culling comes down from Diable, and will not be able to get any kills, but I don't know whether Taeyoon and Kellin really want to be in this lane, to be honest. Scout gets electrocuted, and I think finally we'll just go home.
This is a huge push in this bottom lane. Clear is trying to get Kingen into an uncomfortable spot. Kingen has his ult.
Yeah, there's the ulti out from Clear. We'll need another tumble, and that actually misses. Kingen gets in there with the shield and brings down that reckless swing to get the solo kill onto the Vayne. And they chose this. And the flash actually comes out here from Scout, does shift the sands over, and he's now looking to get these autos in. Finally, another one comes up.
They're just
Down
winning
goes
everywhere! They're everywhere! They're winning on the top lane, they're winning in the mid lane, they're winning on the bottom lane. Okay, the top lane is dead, but besides that, Nongshim, they just won everywhere all at the same time.
Winning everywhere all at once
lost
or
briefly
something.
in the top lane. There's a small brief loss. They're going to be winning again.
Do you think that both Taeyoon and Kellin will die, or just one?
Kellin has flash. I think they both die, though.
Yeah, I think they're both dead. Well, Taeyoon is going to try and fight against
Good
Diable
side
here,
stuff.
doing the best that he can, but he is still extraordinarily dead. Down he will go. Kellin survives.
All right, I thought for sure they get both.
That was a solo kill. We had cheerleaders on the Rift.
Yeah. So you ready for game 3?
Yeah, absolutely. That's all right. Scout down to 50%.
Because this game is looking pretty dunzo. Yes, Scout does lose a lot of his health from that combo. But we'll watch this from Kingen's perspective. Gets the slow. Flash away. Misses the Q. And as the invis goes up, he just flashes on him as soon as he reappears. And it's like he's stutter stepping. The auto's there.
Yeah, looking
And
real good.
then
Sometimes you just stick around for that wave that you shouldn't take.
Raptor's like, I have identified this champion doesn't have a dash.
Yeah.
My pillar is going to be high impact.
Does press the subjugate
This,
button.
man, Scout's flash into the re-engage with the dash just runs him down. Look at this extra damage. Oh! He read the patch notes!
Yep. He pressed the Arise button. He didn't actually need Conquering Sand, so
Yeah,
the
that's
patch
actually
notes
true. Yeah,
did not make a difference.
Yeah, not actually true.
But he probably did read the patch notes.
Yeah, he was
still.
reading it, and then it was like, oh, this part wasn't on the patch notes.
Yeah, it's like, maybe we should have been playing Azir this whole time. As he does move to about a 200 gold lead. Clear now. This is really rough, right? Because if you start to fall behind, it is problematic. As Scout is so lucky VicLa didn't have a stun. Otherwise, he would have looked very silly.
He still looked kind of silly, not gonna lie.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's true.
I think that's what you were saying. I kind of.
No, you're right. It would have looked way worse, though, if he had have just missed the Emperor's Divide and then just got stunned and died.
Well.
It is still anyone's
I mean, look, if
game,
he got stunned, it would have kind of looked like an outplay, sort of, even though it wasn't. So I guess, I don't know. Silliness meter on that one is a little ambiguous, I guess.
Yeah.
Either way, it's not the play he was looking for, but he's fine. It's okay.
All right, so this whole game is Diable versus BNK FEARX, and he is extremely far ahead.
Yeah. I mean, the Olaf is behind technically, but I don't know if that really matters that much because of what Olaf is going to do later on in this game.
And what he has already done so far this game as well. Slurkle comes out from Taeyoon after the barrier did have to be used. They get a ward over, double wards in fact, to make sure that Sponge needed to waste a lot of time if he wanted to clear them. Raptor's moving in to see whether he can actually save them. Good flash from Taeyoon. The culling not quite going to be enough here. They've taken out the Lulu already. As Raptor moves in, he does have Subjugate, so he's pretty tanky actually. See whether he does, he does press the button. As now Taeyoon, it's just going to get flashed on. Why was he there?
I don't know.
That's the big question.
I don't know.
Diable is losing a battle to some minions right now as he's down to about 100 health, and now Raptor is running the wrong direction. There is some plate money. The Diable just picks up a 7th kill!
All right. FF15. Atlus, oh my god, this game is... Oh, this series is a mess. Oh, it is. Like, I thought game 1 was rough, but now Nongshim are bouncing back, and on this play, Lehends picks up the turret aggro here. Sorry, Diable picks up the turret aggro on the first one. So this means that it's really easy for Lehends to do it on the second, so Sponge keep playing through. They don't actually have to play here until Taeyoon steps forward. And yeah, Sponge is like, all right, since it's my turn to get a turret aggro, and Raptor's like, nah, man, I'll just leave the turret.
Yeah.
And then Diable's like, all right, well, I'll take another one. He has 7 kills. He has 7 kills at that point in the game was about 10:30.
That's quite early to have 7 kills.
Yeah, it's pretty high. He's 2,600 gold ahead.
Does
so
he
the
have
Lucian
2 items yet?
Let's see.
I think he'd be relatively close.
Get out of here, total gold. Nah, he's not quite there yet.
All right. Needs about 1,000 more. And then
Does Taeyoon have 1 item yet?
No.
He's also not relatively close.
No, he's not. Yeah, if we were to have a look at total gold, I don't know whether Taeyoon actually has as much as the lead that Diable has right now. That's the crazy thing about having an advantage like this early on.
They're like, should we kill the turret or just keep taking the waves and pushing it in so he can't get money? They have to make a philosophical choice. I think Diable likes money.
Yeah.
He's going to get both. He's going to deny this wave and then probably on the next wave kill the turret. Or at least, actually what we could do is delay this so he gets the whole wave denied, and then also gets the turret. Almost hold it. Clean. 3,400 gold lead now? He probably should go spend it.
I think he can probably almost get Flicker Blades as well as he goes back home. And Sponge should be able to grab this dragon. Infernal Soul this game would be a whole lot of fun.
So we liked the Trundle in the draft.
Oh dear. Oh, there he goes. Gets the flash out of VicLa. And it's a Hextech Soul this game. That's a lie. There's another flash in from Scout. Picks up the solo. Man, you can see how happy he is that he gets to play Azir again.
Yeah. And it feels like VicLa hasn't played against Azir in a while.
Which is funny because he was a real Azir enjoyer.
It was we were bringing up Year of VicLa after his rise in Game 1, but maybe it was just Game of VicLa.
Aha.
Not anymore. It is now Game of Scout. Okay, so 7 kills on the Lucian, 2 kills on the Azir. They have 4,400 gold, the advantage between the two of them. This Trundle pick we really liked for different reasons than trying to dive a Lucian, as it turns out, but that's not working out.
Yeah, okay, Taeyoon is looking for a bit of an angle here for Diable. He does get so much health back, but they still look to get on top of him. It's the Vayne that locks up the kill, but now Kingen trying to get on top of Taeyoon. He'll find the flash over the wall to execute the Yunara, and now he's looking for Kellin. No wild growth, but can go Skippy, and will be able to get himself out of the way here. Raptor now looking for an angle towards Scout, and VicLa should be able to get the stun down, but my god, where did the Trundle go? Okay, Kingen was still chasing after Kellin. Kellin is dead.
All right, and now VicLa may follow suit.
All right, he's under a turret. Does that matter?
Kind of. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm going to say no. Fire Kick does connect as well. That's a beautiful start to the fight. As Lehends wasn't tanking the turret, that was Sponge, so very happily they take down the Annie. It's 16-2.
Yeah, it's not a, I would say it's a negative game state for BNK. It's not positive.
Oh, that's brave of you to say, but I do really appreciate your courageousness, Wolf.
I will shave my beard off completely for Wednesday's broadcast.
What about a hammer-down mustache? Can you shave it into a hammer-down mustache?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what that is, but I could Google it and probably try to make it happen.
Yeah,
like,
you can figure it out.
I'll try to look. I'll give it to you if they win this game and it's a 2-0. I'll do that if I can do it. If I can, I'll shave my whole face off.
You can. Don't shave your face off.
Well,
never shave your whole face off, Wolf.
You know what I mean.
You're not Hugo Weaving from the Marvel movie, okay?
Sorry, it's hammer down.
Hammer down mustache.
How do I not know what this is? I feel like I'm kind of embarrassed.
Do you not have truckers in America?
Oh, yeah, I know what this is. Okay.
Yeah, you know what that is.
I'll do it. Yeah, sure.
All right, BNK FEARX, you know what to do. It is time to turn Wolf into a trucker, okay? That's all we need. Now I'm
I didn't associate it with truckers so much as just, I don't know, cartoon characters.
Cartoon characters that drive trucks, Wolf.
I guess so.
Diable possibly in trouble, but Taeyoon is in way more of it. And there's the knock-up. Tries to get a few extra autos down as VicLa teleports in. Sponge may have overextended. Kellin's going to help grab that kill. Empress Divide does nothing at all. And there is Clear, who is a big fan of mustaches that go down on either side. Looking to chase down Lehends and Diable. He knows what he wants, and that is a kill onto the Milio. And Diable's getting himself out of there. Prepare your face, sir!
It's still 5,000 gold and Kingen's hitting this turret a lot. That's the inner. That's the inner turret. That's not the outer one. He's really far. By the way, twice now they've tried to wild growth engage on the Diable, and he's just dashed away. Like, watch this.
Yeah, he's not really been there for the wild growth.
He's like, I got you. He's like, nah, you really didn't time that right.
And the Arc of Judgment also missed, so he just didn't get hit by very much at all.
Scout's the one who wants the mustache, man. What's going on here? Like, what was all that, Scout? Yeah. Someone got on the comms and told him about our little mustache bet.
Yeah, I think so. You've got Kingen looking for another angle here, though, as well as Clear. Able to juke him, and he's able to outplay it. There is the kill. Does have the help of his Trundle, but Kingen not going to be able to find the solo kill that time.
BNK fans aren't sure what's going on anymore in this game.
Atlus isn't sure either.
VicLa's got a nice angle here.
Sponge has a nice angle here as well.
As no longer has a nice angle.
Get in and gets pushed out. That is so unfair. He's sort of just everywhere he doesn't want to be all at once.
I thought he had more friends, but I mean, I think he has plenty.
He did. They just had different colored health bars.
Maybe he's got a lot of friends on his team as well, but they just weren't nearby. They were just on the other side of the map. Where Clear is trying to get some gold, you know.
At least they have a backup AD carry. Clear isn't 4,000 gold behind.
That's true. He's 2,000 gold ahead.
There you go.
He has 2 items.
Unfortunately, he's 2,000 gold ahead of the Olaf. And not 2,000 gold ahead of the Lucian, which would be a better story here. He's also picked up a Serpent's Fang, which is kind of crazy.
X-Tech Soul Point is a thing that's been acquired for Nongshim, which is good for me not having that strange cartoonish hammer down mustache.
Yeah. But some bounty gold gets picked up, so that's feeling a bit mustache friendly.
Okay, so Kingen, he's the one who opts for this. He's like, aha, I'm Olaf. And then the Raptor's like, all right, well.
Yeah, Raptor was just there already.
He just said no. That was very silly, but very funny. I thought that the Yunara was closer by. If you look at the minimap, that's absolutely not the case. So I thought VicLa's flank angle here might have turned into something, but it did. It just wasn't a positive thing for him.
Yeah, and it was a really nice angle there from Scout. Finds the perfect Emperor's Divide. He's got 2 items completed in his Nashes and his Rylai's. See what he's going to be building next. Leandri's could come through. There's a few other options. I really like the Rylai's angle, though, here for Scout. Can slow people down as VicLa is going to be caught on a ward once again. Does get a stun onto Sponge, as now Diable might be in trouble. Taeyoon just dashing after him, gets another Wild Growth, but doesn't hit the Arc of Judgment. Great polymorph, and down goes the Lucian! And Sponge is stealing a wolf cam.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. As Diable was kiting back, he like almost killed all of them by accident, but then couldn't actually do it. So huge in this game.
Yeah, that was very strange.
Did disrespect the polymorph there.
Oh, Raptor looking for an angle. VicLa goes in and then goes out. Tibbers is mad. Let's see whether BNK can find an angle here, as there's a good condemn into the wall. Lehends is just picked off and murdered. Kingen trying to flash his way out of there. Great polymorph once again as Taeyoon is going to be gifted a kill. This game is chaos. Yes, I agree. Lady on the right.
Lady on the right is just an enjoyer of good League of Legends. She
came to the pretty annoyed.
She came to the wrong place.
But I am an enjoyer of good mustaches for Wolf. That's what I am.
I'm starting to get very nervous. The thing is, if I do the hammer down, okay, Raptor, he's gonna not enjoy this. Oh, Scout!
That was a cute little juke.
He mind-gamed himself. So if I do the hammer down, then you guys are going to get both, because I'm going to have to immediately shave my
see?
my mustache
it's
off.
Perfect.
I should not have agreed to this. So the pillar here doesn't help Taeyoon on the chase, but then Diable helps him out, and then he gets polymorph, and his barrier isn't enough. And so he dies, and Taeyoon picks up... Actually, it was the Trundle picked up the kill there, so picks up a lot of money on that one. VicLa here, initially looking for a stun play, gets it set up, goes for the flash, gets 2, and then just instantly gets focused down. However,
one of them was an Olaf.
Hang on. For the Vayne.
Yeah, Nongshim is going to be able to take... Lehends almost just dies. Clear is also going to just die. That absolutely did happen. Raptor trying to find some angles as Scout. Emperor's Divide picks up Taeyoon, throws him back in. And Nongshim, not only do they take the Baron, but they take everything else. They deny any hope of us getting Wolf with a funny mustache, as that is a clean ace, and Nongshim will march down the mid lane.
Yeah, they've got the Baron. They're going to get some resets, I suppose. Scout has TP. He doesn't need to back off right now. He's actually the one who's got full health and full mana. Going to start opening up this base. It's still so early on in the game that the respawns will happen. Watch Clear try to do a thing. I feel really bad for him, because he gets half of Lehend's health, he gets excited, and then he gets jumped on and dies. And then Taeyoon is trying to get some damage done, right? He's actually got a decent amount of front line here, flashes Scout, but then gets caught anyways. The Scout finds a really nice Emperor's Divide there and sends him in, and VicLa, the last man standing, just can do nothing. As they needed Clear to be the one who finished the fight, not start the fight, unfortunately.
Yeah, Clear, I think, was feeling himself, and that's a good thing. Another good thing, if you're a BNK FEARX fan, is that at least they didn't lose any inhibitors.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
It's an 8.5k gold lead.
The gold graph, the gold lead, it's stymied for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So, Kellin has a Moonstone. That's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, Raptor takes a chunk out of Sponge.
And that's
30
a
seconds.
bite out of crime.
It is.
Not actually.
Okay. Clear is just hoping that Raptor doesn't put a pillar down, because it would be quite annoying in the choke point there.
Sponge is still here. He's got the Crescent Guard.
I don't know why he is there. He is dead.
He's like, surely they don't go for it again. They will. They did.
Explanation not there.
No.
Scout going to get
no
discovered.
flash.
And Raptor's looking to the angle here. There's the wild growth. Scout finds the Emperor's Divide just to try and get rid of the Trundles. Now Taeyoon and Diable are doing battle, and Diable will win that one because he has 11 billion kills. Now Clear is chasing him down, though. It's Raptor looking for Kingen and Diable now, and look at the Vayne. He knows where his bread's buttered, wants to find Diable here as he gets past Kingen, but Kingen is going to kill his jungler, so maybe Clear needed to maybe worry about that guy as the Silver Bolts will take out the Olaf.
Bounty Dragon incoming!
And also, there's only one Baron left.
Bounty Dragon incoming. All right. It's a close game of League of Legends.
The gaming
is sort of happening.
Is going strange.
I think Nongshim, both Nongshim. Okay, so Nongshim are 8,000 gold behind, but they're like so far ahead that they don't know what to do with their powers yet. It's like when a character first gets their powers in a comic book, and they just start like breaking things and accidentally hurting people. And tone it down. That's kind of Nongshim right now. Clear's going to come over here and say, "I said Bounty Dragon."
Why are you jumping into 3 people though? As Diable immediately cleanses and then just kills them both. VicLa is also going to die as Lehends is chasing after him, and Scout just sends the Sand Soldiers after him. There was a plan, and I think that's the most worrying part of that whole situation.
Sponge just like, I've had enough of this game. Let's just kill the Nexus. It's going straight into the base. 30 seconds on Annie. Taeyoon does have his ult coming online, but good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game was, I think, painful for everyone, and it is best that we move to Game 3.
Well, I'm a little bit sad that you are not going to have the full mustache, but I am glad that we're going to get more of this final best of 3 of the season as Nongshim just obliterate BNK FEARX in that second game. Like, what did we even watch?
Just play through bottom lane. Unless you're a Trundle, playing through bottom lane and trying to pillar a Lucian who has dash.